and people generally being displaced. We naturally in the southeast are bedeviled with a lot of erosion issues, maybe because of the texture of our soil. But this year, it's been particularly bad. Thank God it's budget season, and it will be good to see us capture palliatives and things that will cushion the effect against next year's harvest, because we know that food production in the country this year will be a challenge. Effects to the effect of flooding, there's going to be a lot of knock-on effects. Part of it is going to be that some facilities that have been given as intervention to the agri sector will definitely be seeking some kind of extension or moratorium. And I do believe that the Central Bank of Nigeria will show a human face, and they will extend, just like they did during the COVID years, at least to provide support to the people that have benefited from some of these facilities. Yes, they have actually reached out to the intervention agencies, particularly NEMA. In my letter, I listed about 35 communities, because we have 64 autonomous communities that make up Mbitoli-Ikeduru Federal Constituency. We have a total of about 35,000 people that are currently displaced. Homes have been washed out, people's livelihood. Yesterday in the news, if you saw what happened in Bayelsa, where we even had dead bodies being washed up by the ravaging. Flooding is obviously a very big menace. I'm looking for both food relief items and even non-food items at the moment, just to rehabilitate the effects. It's been very bad in Mbike, which is in Mbitoli-Ikeduru, and I hope that this will be taken as a matter of emergency, so that we can get the necessary relief to our people as quickly as possible. Hopefully, I do believe and I have confidence that the emergency services will get to us. We have also reached out to the Refugee Commission for Displaced People. We're just basically looking out for any kind of intervention or assistance, be it emergency or scheduled. Whatever we can get now from the federal government will really go a long way to assist the people of Mbitoli-Ikeduru. On the last legislative day, before we broke up from plenary sessions to work on the budget, there was a motion on the floor asking the CBN to suspend the sale of Polaris Bank, and then setting up an ad hoc committee to investigate these circumstances. And I happen to have emerged to chair that committee. The committee has started work, and we have looked at the documents, and that's the beauty of investigations in Parliament. The beauty is that regardless of what comes on the floor, it is only when we start to look at the documents before us that we'll be able to start getting a clearer picture. So far, we have found evidence of substantial compliance in this process. We have seen that indeed about 35 companies were invited to bid, and then of course it went down to 15 and to 7, and ultimately a recommendation was made and a presidential approval given. We are happy so far, but like you know, it's an investigation, and hopefully we will intend to conclude this investigation and lay the report before we commence sitting. But so far, everything looks really, really good. We don't have any cause for concern for now. For the stability of the financial systems in Nigeria, we'll call on the Nigerians to know that there's nothing wrong with Polaris Bank as a bank. What the House is looking at essentially is the process of the acquisition or the sale. And so far, we are confident from what we're seeing. Until we conclude this investigation, I will not be able to speak authoritatively on the matter. But from what we're seeing so far, particularly with the approvals and the steps taken so far, there seems to be substantial compliance on the matter so far. So Nigerians are enjoined to please continue to relax and leave their deposits with the bank and continue their business with the bank.